Welcome back. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Griha. Now, in the aftermath of the alleged sexual assault that happened at Anna University on December 23rd, TVK President, actor politician Vijay, in a handwritten letter, had asked to the women folk on campus who can be asked to make women feel safe in Tamil Nadu. And distribution of that very handwritten note as pamphlets has led to the detention of Vijay's closest aide and TVK leader, Basyanat. Remember, this also came in close on the heels of Vijay's meeting with Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi at the Raj Bhavan to submit a petition regarding the safeguarding of law and order in the state. Earlier, we'd seen how the state BJP chief Annamalai had staged a symbolic protest against the state government. Even the AIADMK isn't far behind in accusing the DMK of failing on maintaining law and order in Tamil Nadu. And now, with the NCW taking suo motu cognizance in the matter by swiftly forming a fact-finding committee to investigate the incident, and the Madras High Court ordering an SIT probe in the matter, also directing the state government to pay a 25 lakh rupee compensation for the victim for the serious lapse on part of the police in revealing details of the victim's identity in the FIR, we're now asking if the MK Stalin administration really is finding itself cornered here. Now, amid the uproar, the probe gains momentum in the Anna University sexual assault case. Now, we are learning that the National Commission for Women has initiated its own probe into the sexual assault incident at Anna University. After taking suo motu cognizance of the matter, the NCW team has already begun an on-ground investigation at the university campus to collect facts and ensuring justice for the victim. The Madras High Court has also taken swift action in response to the serious nature of the sexual assault case. In fact, the court has ordered the formation of a special investigation team to probe the incident in a fair and transparent manner. A major concern in the case has been the leak of the victim's identity through the FIR. The SIT will not only investigate the sexual assault but also probe the leak of the confidential information that led to the victim's identity being exposed. Now, in a significant step towards ensuring that the investigation is handled swiftly and in accordance with the victim's dignity, the Madras High Court has directed the formation of a 3-member all-women SIT. Remember, the accused in the case has already been arrested and, according to reports, has confessed to the crime as well. Now, we are asking, amid this Anna University case storm, DMK government, is it on the back foot really? And that is the big question on everybody's mind.
ये जो एक्यूज है ये हैबिचुअल ऑफेंडर है। पुलिस ने इसमें ध्यान नहीं दिया है। अगर पहले से ध्यान होता था तो शायद ऐसी घटनाएं नहीं घटती थी।
Tamil Nadu, the government is total failure to maintain law and order situation in the state.
Taking it to my guests who are joining me this evening, Uma Anandan of the Bharatiya Janata Party is with us. Pulla Rao is a political analyst. Backs the DMK is with us. Also with us is Brinda Adige, social activist. And last but not the least, Dr. V. Veera Vignesh, who's the spokesperson of the TVK, is with us. Well, I like the fact that this entire panel is dominated by women, and that's something that is much needed. I will begin with Dr. Veera Vignesh. The fact that there has been a detention of one of your senior leaders, ma'am, how do you, in fact, see these developments?
No business introducing me as back
yes.
DMK. Bye-bye.
Dr. Veera Vignesh?
This is the DNA of a DMK attack on the opposition party in order to divert from the main issue.
Mm-hmm.
First thing is, from the day one of the DMK government, they are unable to maintain law and order in state, which reflect a series of alcohol movement, illicit alcohol movement and drugs, which reflect to attack and movements throughout the state.
No, but why do you think the detention really has happened? Just on the account of distribution of the pamphlets or the letter?
Our party leaders are never protest there. They just distribute the awareness to their women, children. The letter was written by our leader, beloved Talabadi. He is known for the brother of every single family of Tamil in Tamil Nadu. He write a letter to the all Tamil family as a brother. The letter was distributed by our cadres to the all women and girls who are studied in the colleges. Okay. So they are not disturbing anybody. So the detention is reflect the fear of the DMK government.
Okay. Ms. Uma Anandan, would you like to in fact take this forward, considering there has been one of the arrests of a TVK leader? In this case, the accusation is that he was distributing the pamphlet where there was a message by, actor turned politician Vijay, the TVK president. We have also seen how your leader Anna Malai decided to go into a penance protest, decided to whip himself 6 times, and that was a symbolic protest against the Stalin administration, and yet there's no response, no constructive one at that by the DMK yet.
See, it is very obvious that the present government is going on a rampage. It is vindicative. It is not able to digest the fact that their own functionary, they are denying that that he belongs to the DMK. This is being refuted by them, while their own posters reveal that he is a functionary and he has taken part in the Kalaignar centenary this thing, and the DMK's mouthpiece Murasoli itself carried a photograph of this person with the DMK people. So they are in a denial mode and they are taking action against anybody and everybody. Age is no bar. See a old woman who threw stone or dung on the Stalin's poster is being searched. They are not able to nab the culprits in the law and order situation 2 years ago. When I wouldn't like to use the word which was used in the water tank, the culprit is still at large. It's more than 2 years. They are not able to nab the culprits of so many crime records, but they are going after the opposition, which is talking about the law and order breakdown in the state, and crimes are increasing against everybody. Why are they not able to digest the fact that they have to set the record straight? The last straw in this thing was the 2-judge bench, Mr. Subramanian and Mr. Lakshmi Narayan's judgment, their observation. You read the paragraph from 8 to 10. It is, they have to, the present government regime should go through that. And how was the FIR leaked? The girl's privacy being breached upon. How is the commissioner coming on saying that, revealing so many confidential facts which he is not supposed to do? This has been commented upon by the judges. I am not commenting about it. The judges have commented about it. He says the culprit's phone was on flight mode. And what is the word sir? He says there is only one culprit. How did the commissioner arrive at that conclusion? And why is the FIR leaked out? The girl's privacy breached upon, which is the most heinous crime in such cases. We have the Supreme Court verdict on these things. There is a lot of things that the government has to answer instead of going on a witch hunt against the people who are trying to raise this issue.
Can I bring you in? Would you call this a witch hunt really? Do you think this is the high-handedness of the DMK administration under MK Stalin? Because whatever they seem to be associated with is completely making them or probably putting them in the dock. And here we have unfortunately no member of the DMK to defend their case. But what is their case really?
I wouldn't want to comment on what is the DMK's case. But what I would like to reiterate over here is the state must be held accountable. Yeah. That is their job. So it doesn't matter even if it is Vijay who's asking a question or going and meeting the governor and seeking for these state agencies to become more accountable, to become systematic and to become effective. Now that said, we also know that cases of sexual abuse and assault on girls and women across India is not being taken seriously by any government. I don't want to name anybody, but let us place on record not a single government in the union or in the states are taking things seriously, where women and children who are sexually being assaulted and abused are running pillar to post. Now, that said, we also know that the impunity stems from having these political associations and affiliations, that they will get away with it. And if you
Although they
look
are denying
at
it,
the cases,
Brinda. But, there is one really worrying fact. This person who is the accused in this sexual assault case is a history sheeter. He has been involved in other petty crimes. I should not call them petty, but the fact that he was readily moving inside the campus, what does it say about the security that is well within the campus? What is the administration, the university administration, and in turn the DMK administration really doing about this? Because people are there in universities to study. What about the Vice Chancellor? Why is that post really vacant? So many questions.
absolutely right. All of those questions, but whether the post is vacant or it is filled up is secondary. Whoever is there in the management has the responsibility to ensure security of students, because they have it on their board that these people who come into the college or university to study, the university is taking responsibility for their safety. The university is assuring the parents and the guardians of the students who are coming there that they are safe. And that is the trust and confidence that parents have placed in the university. So whether there is a vacant post or not is secondary, but the university must also be part of the charge sheet. They are equally responsible, just like that rapist and sexual assaulter.
Wait, ma'am, Miss Uma, I would like to understand from you. In fact, before I go to you, we also have Syed Asad Abbas, who's joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Abbas, I would just take an introductory comment from you. What do you make of this sexual assault case that is being reported out of Anna University and the entire politicization that we see happening, unfortunately, over this? But we do see how the opposition is strongly united, but against the DMK administration over what has really emerged in this assault case.
Ma'am, Anna University is undoubtedly one of the finest universities that we have in our country today. It is shocking, it is disheartening to learn of the incident. Now, let us understand the merits of the case. Many a times the opposition, of course, is the backbone of democracy. They are rightful in their nature to protest and question. But what is the opposition doing right now? They are peddling lies, and I'll tell you the first lie. Today, the minister in charge here in Tamil Nadu, Mr. Raghupati, came out and said, this particular criminal, alleged criminal, does not belong to the party. He's not a member of the student wing or the youth wing.
So why was there
He's
a picture of him with Udaynidhi Stalin? Why has there been no explanation about
posters?
that?
What about the posters?
So he explained.
Yes. What about the posters?
He explained,
Let him respond,
saying
ma'am.
that, yes, allow me to respond, ma'am.
Sure.
Thank you. He also explained that in the field of politics, many a times there are shady elements, there are criminals who tend to get close and get a picture. He also mentioned, the minister Raghupati mentioned, that this picture, there is a gap between Mr. Udaynidhi Stalin and this particular alleged criminal. Let us also understand what.
So you're saying that the image
DGP
was
has done.
doctored? You're saying the image was doctored? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm not saying the image was doctored. It could be a real image, but there was a gap between Mr. Udaynidhi Stalin and this gentleman.
Okay.
Many times
so you're saying he could have
even
just
leaders
walked
like
in. But what about the fact that there has been a detention of a TVK leader, a general secretary level leader at that, just because he was distributing a pamphlet that had the letter of what Vijay addressed to the women folk in the university? Why that detention?
Ma'am, investigation on that front are also going on. In fact, these same questions were raised to DMK. In fact, Kanimozi Karunanidhi, who's the member of parliament, also mentioned that, the state...
No, but why the detention
minister,
of a TVK member? We do not understand that.
Ma'am, as per DMK, they are investigating the case on that front. There are other allegations as well on that. Certainly, if the TVK leader is not doing anything or peddling lies or propaganda, he shall be set free. No doubt
Dr. Veera
about
Vignesh,
it.
would you like to respond to this?
One quick important point, ma'am. 30 seconds, allow me, please.
Sure.
The DMK stand here is that the Honorable Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin ji, is fully standing with the police, the law and order. Of course, there were a couple of lapses which took place, but the fact of the matter is the alleged criminal was... Within the matter of 4 to 5 hours, he was arrested. And also, let us understand, the state DGP has welcomed the special investigation team along with 3 IPS women police officers. Not
That
just
is after the Madras
As per
High Court
the-
has ended up
as per-
pulling
yes,
up the police,
yes.
and that is
Absolutely.
curious. That's a very, very grave lapse of revealing the identity of the victim. Dr. Veera Vignesh, let me actually bring in a quick word from you, and then I'll come to you. I'll come back to you, Mr. Abbas.
I want to describe the DMK government of 3.5 years in 2 points. One is media management, another is crackdown on dissent voice. These are 2 activities done by DMK government through this 3.5 years. They know nothing about the administration. Through the 3.5 years, illicit alcohols in Kallakurichi and Marakana.
Let me ask you a simple question, Dr. Vignesh. Do you think this attempt to detain a TVK General Secretary level worker leader at that is because there is some sort of a, do you think there is a cornering of DMK that has happened? Do you think they fear that Vijay is entering the political landscape of Tamil Nadu is something that will dampen their sort of political sway here in the state? Do you think it has happened? That is why this has happened?
It reflects the fear of the DMK regime. For Talapati will be end this disaster the DMK government in 2026.
All right. Ms. Uma, do you feel that? Ms. Uma Anandan, do you also feel that? Another political entrant in the Tamil Nadu sphere of politics. All right.
Yes, definitely it is there. It is very obvious. I would like to ask a DMK supporter, why was the DMK mouthpiece? Murasoli is the DMK mouthpiece. He agrees? And there you have the photo. And why was this history sheeter allowed to go scot-free, not being under the surveillance? He has repeatedly committed crimes. This is not the first time. And the same, similar crime he has committed earlier. And his entire family is involved. And in his house, there were DMK posters painted on the wall. Why was it pasted on the wall? Why have they removed it all of a sudden before they went? They are trying to hide the fact that
I'll have to wrap it over there. I'm really completely out of time. I'd like to thank all my guests for joining me on the broadcast. I think the question remains that there have been serious security lapses as far as the campus, the Anna University is concerned, and the DMK-led Stalin administration has a lot of answering to do as far as that is concerned. We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching.